Keep it locked. It's the A Squared Podcast. That's right.
What up, baby?
Hey, this K Kemp, and you rocking with the A Squared Podcast.
Be sure to click and subscribe.
Cornbread.
What up, dog? DJ A-Ron. A Squared Podcast.
Good information on entrance to the trade.
Make sure you subscribe and share.
Also, turn those notifications on to the podcast.
Always keep your shoes by your feet.
By your feet. Mr. Cornbread. All right, here we go. A Squared Podcast. It's your boy DJ A-Ron alongside my brother Cornbread. Cornbread, man, 100th episode recap. I can't say enough, man. This is it's been a journey for sure, man.
It has been, man. When we started with 1 or 2, 100 seemed far away, but now we're only a couple away, right? We are here, so
yeah, we
here. Congrats.
Appreciate all the listeners, man.
So why don't you do the honors, man? Who we got?
Absolutely, man. This is the show and my favorite chef. He's episode 61. He blessed the podcast for us. A lot of feedback I got when they listened to the episode, they were hungry, man. So hopefully you got more recipes. So
nice.
We have Chef Ed Harris back on the show. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. I'm glad to be here, man. Congrats again to you guys. You're doing an amazing job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. So I would like to know, the listeners like to know, you got any more recipes for us over the
always.
All right, give us your hot one right now.
So I just actually uploaded a audio recipe on my podcast. It's for a summer pasta salad because summertime, and I figure it's a great opportunity to just be able to include the kids with making this dish because that's how we kind of teach the next generation to be healthy and just have them be a part of the kitchen because that also makes them more acceptable in terms of eating vegetables and greens and stuff like that. So it's just fun all around and benefit for everyone. So this particular salad, you can use any pasta you have, your favorite pasta. It's a great way to put in the pastas that are made from different vegetables because you want to make this pasta colorful anyway. So you can do the mixed green, the spinach pasta, the carrot, whichever one your favorite pasta you can use, right? And I like to do different shapes. So it's another cool factor, when you're dealing with kids. But it's super easy. Some peppers, some onions, some fresh herbs, your favorite cooked pasta. I like to do some vegan mayonnaise. You can hit it with your favorite mustard, so sometimes I'll do either honey Dijon or I'll do whole grain mustard, depending on, your preference, because mustard is not just mustard. You have mustards that have seeds in it. You have some that are crushed. You have some that are super fine and smooth, like French's. So it really depends on your palate and what you enjoy, right? And what texture you're looking for. But that's one of the other ingredients. We add a little bit of fresh lemon zest in there, some extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much going on, but the flavor you get from it is really amazing. And this is something that you can do ahead of time for tomorrow. You can pre-mix everything and have it for a couple of days. So it's a good salad to kind of mix and put to the side and not have to think about it, It's
good.
Nice. And are those things that that you just like randomly like put together or are you a type of person that says like, yo, I'm gonna hop on YouTube, see what people are doing and kind of flip and twist it and make it my own?
That's a great question, And for me, being that I've cooked for so long, I don't necessarily need to go on YouTube. Not to say that I don't, but for me, the way I cook is really what I'm in a mood for. So like if I'm in a mood, like for instance, last night, we were getting back home and my wife was like, what are we gonna do for dinner? And she's like, I'm really feeling to eat like some tacos or something. And I'm like, I didn't really want to go out, because we had all the kids. So I went home and I made my version of like a dip or something. So I did mushrooms, some smoked vegan sausages, put that in the oven with a bunch of onions, some peppers, garlic, fresh chilies, kind of baked that off. And then I made a cheese sauce. And check this out. So the cheese sauce I made with carrots, turmeric, corn, nutritional yeast, salt and pepper, lots of onions, garlic, and I just pureed that with some smoked paprika, and I made my own oat milk, a touch of that in there, and I just blended everything. Yeah. So I blended everything, and that was pretty much our cheese sauce, right? So I topped that with all the veggies, a bunch of fresh cut tomatoes, some fresh onions, a little bit of cilantro, and it was, it was dinner. And we just had some chips that we used to dip up everything and eat it. So that's kind of how I go about just picking something to cook if I run out of ideas, I guess.
How many refrigerators do you have? That's number one. And then number two, what is your grocery bill? Like you just, I got paprika over here. I got fresh pepper that I grew over here. What's going on, man?
He got a garden.
He
got a garden.
Seriously, so I have 2 refrigerators.
Yeah,
That's
there
one.
we go. There we go.
2 refrigerators, but I do grow some of my stuff. So like the peppers, I have peppers growing. I have cucumbers growing. I have chilies. I have tomatoes, mint. So I have a few things growing, right? But when I do grocery shopping, I tend to buy things that either last a good while, which are like my dry herbs and spices, stuff like that I can pull at any time. And then I do like every 2 weeks, I'll reorder like my produce. Because, for whatever reason, when you buy produce, it goes really bad, really quick.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I dabble between doing groceries and then the farmer's market. Because with the farmer's market, at least some of the things last, I'd say double the time than you get from the supermarket, So that's kind of how I shop, and I try not to waste by just buying, enough for a week, 2 weeks max.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So once again, this is Chef Ed Harris. He was on episode 61. I remember on that episode, this was during mid-COVID, late 2020, right? We talked about how you were doing and what you had planned for 2021. Now we're almost late 2021. You talked about a restaurant that you might open. Can you give us a little update on how that's going?
So we, based on COVID, like you said, the owners changed, I guess, their trajectory of how they wanted to go about it, because they wanted to just do an actual brick and mortar where people can come and sit down and eat and dine. But they were like, based on the time frame that they had, they figured that would not be financially beneficial for them. So they end up turning it into some sort of a to-go situation, right? And now they're working on changing location, because the location they had was for you to be able to come and sit down and dine. So since they're not doing that anymore, they had to kind of draw back. But menu's completely done. It's some really cool dishes, all vegan, all plant-based. And they're just right now, I guess, trying to find a space that they can call home so they can, finish the last leg of getting everything off the ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got a customer here. I'm ready.
Hey, yeah, facts. Yeah, we'll be there. Well, once again, with this being our 100th episode recap, we would really like to thank you for being a part of it, being a part of this journey. And we wish you many blessings. And again, when the restaurant opens, when you in there, we in there.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You want to shout out how people can reach you? Like you said, you have a podcast. Tell people your social media, anything.
Yep.
Okay, so I do a periodic podcast where I really don't like to call it a podcast. Sometimes I do, because for lack of better words, but literally I go on there and I just give you an audio recipe from start to finish, like how I deal with it. What do I do? Like how my brain works in terms of whatever dish it might be. And that's on Anchor. So on my social media is Chef Ed Harris. So Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, Facebook, it's all Chef Ed Harris. You can't miss it. And for anything, actually I had a code I wanted to give you guys, or at least for the listeners. It gives them 15 or 20% off everything on the website, especially with the waffle and pancake mix that we have, which is like amazing. Actually, I need to send you guys a box.
Hey.
So once the show is done, just send me some details and I'll mail it out to you guys or give you a code. But it's all plant-based. You only need milk or water to make the pancakes or waffles. And it's like super delicious. Just check the reviews on the website. But that website, it's Knife and Spoon. And it's the letter N. So it's knifeandspoon.com. And that has all of the good, yummy stuff that we're offering. Yeah.
Okay. I'm hungry now. And I just say, I'm hungry again.
I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Well,
Nice.
once again, thank you very much for joining us and being a part of this journey, man.
It was a pleasure, man. Thank you guys, and
Thank you.
just awesome job.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's the A Square Podcast. We are out of here. Peace.